You know those moments in life where you have to make a choice and the right thing to do just feels impossibly wrong? Well, we're about to dive into one of the most powerful stories ever told about that exact feeling. It's a guide to navigating crisis, finding wisdom, and honestly, transforming your life, all through a conversation between a warrior named Arjuna and his guide, Krishna.
So picture this, a huge, sweeping battlefield called Kurukshetra. On either side, there are these two massive armies, just staring each other down. The ground is literally trembling. This is it, the war that's going to decide the fate of an entire kingdom. You can just feel the tension hanging in the air.
And then you hear it, the sound of conch shells blowing. It's this deafening, echoing signal that the moment of destiny is here. Dust is kicking up everywhere from thousands of soldiers, horses, and chariots. The fight is about to kick off. But then, right in the middle of all this chaos, something totally shocking happens. The greatest warrior of his time, the hero Arjuna, just lets his legendary bow fall from his hands. It just slips right from his grasp. The big question is, why? This moment right here throws Arjuna into what we can call the unwinnable war. And I don't mean a war of swords and arrows. This is a crisis of the soul. The guy who has won countless battles is suddenly completely frozen.
And why? Because when he looks across that battlefield, he doesn't just see an enemy army. No, he sees his own people. He sees the men who taught him how to fight, his own cousins he grew up with, his friends, his family.
He's completely heartbroken. He turns to his charioteer, who happens to be Lord Krishna, and his voice is just filled with despair. He's saying, "How can I do this? How can I fight the people I love? Even if I win, all it's going to bring is pain. I would rather lose this whole thing than kill my own." So just think about that. This mighty, invincible warrior now feels completely weak. His legendary focus is gone, replaced by total confusion. He is completely and utterly lost, right when it matters most. And this is where this ancient story stops being about some guy on a battlefield and starts being about, well, about us. Because really, this isn't just Arjuna's story. It's our story too.
I mean, think about it. We drop our own bows, don't we? We do it when we're staring down the fear of failure, or when we're just overwhelmed by emotional pain, or maybe it's when we have to make one of those tough decisions that feels like there's no right answer. The pressures of life can make any one of us want to just drop the bow and walk away.
But here's the thing, Arjuna isn't alone in that moment, and what happens next is truly wisdom for the ages. Krishna, his guide, doesn't get angry with him. He doesn't tell him to just suck it up. Instead, he starts a conversation, a divine dialogue that has been helping people for thousands of years. So Krishna basically gives Arjuna this lifeline, and it's built on three powerful, game-changing truths. First, he tells him, "You are not your body." Second, do your duty and do it without fear. And third, true peace is found by running toward your responsibility, not away from it. Let's dig into that first truth for a second. Krishna explains that our true self, our soul, is eternal. It was never born, and it can never die. All the stuff that gives us so much anxiety, pain, loss, even success, all of that belongs to the temporary body. It can't actually touch the real eternal you. And when you think about it that way, suddenly the stakes of any one battle, any one failure, start to feel a whole lot smaller. Now, that huge idea leads straight to some really practical advice from Krishna about your duty, your path. He gives Arjuna a powerful tool for dealing with life's battles. It's called Karma Yoga.
And the main idea of Karma Yoga is, well, it's kind of revolutionary. Krishna says, look, you have a right to your actions. You control your effort, your work. But you have absolutely no right to the results of those actions. You don't control the outcome. So the key is to focus 100% on your effort, on doing your best, and then just let go of what happens next. When you do that, the fear just melts away because you're no longer obsessed with winning or losing. So Krishna brings it back to Arjuna's purpose, his dharma. And that's way more than just a job. It's his path, what he's meant to do. As a warrior, his purpose is to stand for what's right. Running away from that duty isn't going to bring him peace. Facing it with courage, without being attached to the outcome, that's the only real way forward. And as Arjuna is hearing all this, as he's really letting this wisdom sink in, something amazing happens. We get to see the warrior rises. A complete and total transformation happens right there in the middle of the battlefield. And the change, it's like night and day. All that confusion that was clouding his mind, it's replaced by crystal clarity.
The fear that had him paralyzed, it turns into this unshakable courage. The lost, broken man is gone, and in his place is a warrior, filled with this incredible determination.
He stands up straight, grips his bow, and you can just feel the shift in him. He says it plainly, "My doubts are gone. I will do my duty." The wisdom has cleared away the fear. He's not running anymore. He's ready.
Okay, so what does all of this mean for us, right here, right now? This brings us to the most important part, the takeaway. Because every single one of us is standing on our own battlefield. We all have our own Kurukshetra.
And here's the first big lesson from that battlefield. It's okay to feel confused. It is absolutely okay to be afraid. Even the greatest, strongest, most capable people you can imagine, they face doubt. That's not the problem. The only real mistake is thinking that giving up is the answer. It's not.
So, how do you face your battlefield? Well, it really boils down to 3 simple steps inspired by Arjuna's journey. Number 1, stand tall. Face whatever it is you need to face. Number 2, trust your effort. Do your part sincerely and with everything you've got. And number 3, move forward. It's time to pick up your bow.
So, I'll leave you with this to think about. What is your battlefield right now? What's that challenge in your life that's making you want to drop your bow? And more importantly, what's it going to take for you to pick it back up?